Hi guys, Greg the Wild Hippie back once again. Today, last night I started this, the Airfix 1/72 scale, Handley page Hampden. Unfortunately it's an old kit that's been reboxed, so I was disappointed from the outset. So I've made quite a headway with it. It's a beautiful shaped aeroplane. But yeah, it's got, instead of panel lines, it's got raised rivets again, and already all along the seam lines they've gone, and I've got no way of rescribing them, so straight away disappointed. But what I did like, because it's an old kit, it's got a full crew. So yeah, you've got pilot underneath there, you've got tail type gunner there, got the other chap here who's probably radio operator, navigator. And then there would be a guy sitting on that little stall in the front as a bombardier. They're pretty basic figures as you'd expect for the age, but yeah, a bit of unusual positioning for the other guys other than the pilot. Should have filmed it, but I didn't bother. I just wanted to crack on. So yeah. I'm really getting into masking mechanopies now, because it does create such a much better job. I mean, I'm not brilliant at it yet, but I'm getting there. So yeah, so I'll update you when I've done a little bit more. Yeah, so we are now on pretty much full lockdown, only allowed out for a little bit of exercise or to visit the shops. Yeah, that happened last night. Old Bojo decided that we can't be trusted, and he said, right, you're all grounded. We'll see what happens. So hopefully this will pass over soon. I've got a few kits. I've noticed that Royal Mail's still going, and everything else, so I'm going to order some more kits and some bits and pieces tomorrow when we get paid, so I've got plenty to do. But I think this needs to happen. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Stuff. I'm not going to go into it, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and these are, despite the bleak outlook, these are exciting times, and yeah, this is I think this is going to be the reset that the world needs, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so I'll update you when I've done a bit more on the kit, so I'll see you after. Right, okay, so I've done a little bit since you last saw it. I can't remember how far we got. It's been a complicated week, shall we say. I may or may not update the channel on that. But yeah, here it is. The flying suitcase, or the tadpole as it was affectionately known, the Handley page Hampden. Quite a beautiful aeroplane, really. Love the shape. I've never really heard of one before, and then I watched a documentary on one that's being rebuilt, obviously not to flying standards, but to museum standards, so people can go and see it. And this was a beautiful aeroplane. The kit is designed to have the wheels down, which I don't want, because it's going to hang from the ceiling, and just the way it is. So I'm having fun and games getting the wheels to sit correctly. So I've done one side. I'll do the other one in a little while. Once I've done that, I'll put the wheel doors on, and then if it ever stops raining, I'll I'll go take it outside, and I will attempt to spray it. I've got a can of satin black spray paint. I'm just going to spray the whole thing black, just to save messing around. So yeah, I'll update you when I've done a little bit more. Right, okay people, bit more progress done on the, what's it called again, Hampden. It's been like a good few days, been unmotivated really. Been struggling with motivation on this kit, but it's coming along. Must be everything that's going on in the world right now is getting on top of us. Plus pretty much straight away I lost motivation with it when I realised it was an old kit in a new box, which really infuriates me when especially Airfix do that. You see the nice, I think I said it earlier, see the nice shiny new box, and and you open it and it's an old kit, you can tell straight away from the shape of the sprues. But that's enough tweeting at the minute about how bad it is. I said the engines are done. I've just got to paint there. Once I put the prop in and the exhaust on, then it gets stuck on the wings, and then I can see where the top and bottom line is, so I know which bits to paint the brown colour. My local hobby store is well, the guy who runs it, yeah, J&J Models in Morpeth. Check him out. He's an absolute legend, that man. I realised, don't know what I said, but my 3 most important colours for doing RAF, they'd all dried up. So I managed to bodge them a bit with a bit of thinner, white spirit, because I don't use thinner, so I use white spirit. Maybe make them workable, but it was too much. And I sent him an email, and he dropped them off to me this morning. What an absolute legend. And also, bear with me, he had this for me as well. It's as a freebie. I think it's another old kit in a new box, but yeah, it's a freebie. It's lost its instructions. Decals are there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's all here. It looks relatively complete. So yeah, I've got a free bonus kit with what looks like Messerschmitt canopy in it. That's random. Yeah, I think that's the canopy off a Messerschmitt. But yeah, so I've got another biplane to build. So hopefully, Mr. Postman, very soon, I've got some random paints as well, but anyway, yeah. Mr. Postman will kindly soon bring me my parcels I've ordered, because one of them, as I've said before, is the elastic for the yeah, for doing the rigging lines with, because cotton doesn't really work very well, but it's a freebie kit. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, sweet. So that's enough waffle. I'll bring you back when I've done a little bit more on this. See you in a little while. Alright, here we go. Just before I go too much further ahead, the engines are installed on the Hampden. Yeah, I think they're alright. Almost there now, I think. Yeah, I'll put on the aerials later in the job. So yeah, ready. Probably need to give a second coat on the top of the engine cowls, neaten up them edges, and then it will be ready for the green. So yeah, we're definitely getting there. Alright, I'll see you probably once I've done the green. See you in a bit. Alright, there you go. That's the first coat of the green done. I might need a second coat in places, but yeah, the old tadpole is coming along nicely. I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, get that probably till tomorrow to dry now. Recoat where necessary, neaten up because I'm sure I've got some splats where I shouldn't have, and then she's ready for her varnish. We're getting there with this one, and had a nice surprise in the post today. Bought that off eBay for a couple of quid, and it's got 2 sets of decals in it. It's got an RAF Africa one, and then the other one is an Indian Air Force one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nick the RAF ones, and I'm going to put them on the Academy one that the decals fell apart on, so I can finally finish that. But yeah, I'm just going to chill out now. I'm going to have a brewski, and I'll update you when I've done a bit more. See you in a bit. Alright, just a little progress update on the tadpole, the Handley Page Hampden, or the flying suitcase as it was affectionately known. Hang on, I've got a bit of glare on it. Let's see if I can fix that. That's a bit more better, isn't it? Oh. Sometimes the sun is your enemy. But yeah, so I've done the decals on the other side. I'm hoping that the roundels will settle a little bit better into the raised panel lines. So we'll see. do what I can with that. I put some Humbrol decal fix on there. Just got to let it dry. Usually once it dries it's alright, as long as you leave it alone. So yeah, that's about it really. I know the version I am building, the this one flown by Roderick Babe Leroyd. Got a Victoria Cross apparently. It's the one with the little Pinocchio nose art. I know that technically it didn't have the roundels on the underside, but artistic license. Yeah, it's like some of the ones I've got on the ceiling. They don't have the decals, any underside markings, and yeah, they just look a little bit boring. So I thought, why not? It's my model, my hobby. I'm going to put roundels on the underside to make them look a little bit more interesting from underneath. But yeah, that's my most recent Spitfire, the Mark V, is possibly my my best work. I'm really proud of that one. But yeah, right, back to the desk. I'm going to give them a few hours to dry fully. Whoop, nearly tripping over. And then I'll start working on the top side. So I'll bring you back once I've done that. See you in a little while. Okay, right, all the decals are done. Had a bit of a mare getting the roundels to sit nicely. Yeah, the ones on the top will come out all right. Largely the bottom ones are okay, but there's a few patches where they're still haven't quite gone into all the detail, but I'm kind of giving up now. Yeah. So yeah, it needs a quick final coat of lacquer, and then some exhaust burn, and maybe some chipping on the leading edge of the wings or something. But I'm not going to overly weather that. And then it will be moment of truth on the masking. I'll probably film the reveal on that. And then a couple of the canopies have got to be pulled off so I can shove machine guns through them. But yeah, I'll probably film that. And then I'll use the white glue to fill in them back windows there. So yeah, right, let's get a coat of lacquer on it and then I'll bring you back. See you in a little while. Right, okay, right, we're going. Yeah, so now's the time for the moment of truth with the masking on the windows. So find tweezers and my knife. So right, you're in shot. Let's pop that light on. Let's have a go, shall we? Yeah. Right, let's have a go. Right, you see that? Yeah, this particular canopy is one that's got to be pulled off to stick a machine gun through. Once I do that, I think we're looking good. You can see the chap sitting in there, so that's always a good sign. Yeah, we're listening to a little bit of worship music this afternoon while I'm doing this, so I might end up singing along, so I do apologise. Can't help myself. If I'd have scared him with that white bit, and I remembered I'd put like a double, triple layer on that bit to get the shape. So yeah, that was a scary half a second. Continue on, climb up, coming after me. Oops. Kick down, lie you on, tear down, coming after me. Mountain you won't climb up. Right, it's not terrible. Oh, there we go. Caught the microphone cable. Don't want to do that. Yeah, very happy so far, I think. Keep catching that cable, sorry. I do apologise. Yeah. So yeah, as watchers my channel know, I've come back to my faith recently. Yeah, my faith in God and Jesus and all of that. I'm not going to preach at you. If you want to know more, leave me a comment and I'll gladly talk to you about my faith. But yeah, just saying, yeah, he's there for you and he loves you. So if just try reaching out, put on some worship music and just soak away. And I said, if it wasn't for my faith coming back in the last couple of weeks, I don't think I'd still be here now. Yeah. Well, cable. But yeah, I am yeah, quite impressed with that. There's a few bits of residue on there, but once I pull that off, I can give that a thorough clean. Let's try where the pilot's sitting, shall we? Right, I think this is going to get a bit boring for you, so I'll bring you back once I've finished peeling all these stickers off, so see you in a little while. Okay, so yeah, that's all of the tape pulled off in various places. Yeah, not an amazing job, but you know, annoyingly some bits of plastic scrapings have got in, like sitting on top of the pilot's head and stuff, so I'm going to have to pull more than one of the, because I've got to pull this one off and that one off to insert the machine guns, but I'm going to have to pull the pilot's one off and the back one as well to clean the crap out from underneath it. So yeah, that's a bit aggro-annoying, but never mind. I will do that and then bring it back in a minute. Right, okay, so all the windows are back on, the guns are on. Yeah, quite happy. So literally just the aerials to go on the top, and then I've got to create the little windows that go on the side near the back. What I'm going to attempt to do, if you bear with me, I should have been more prepared for this, but I'm not. I trim the end of this cocktail stick off. Right, get some fresh yoo-hoo. You can see that. Put some yoo-hoo on there. And yeah, I used to do that. I did this with PVA on the B17, but I'm wondering if this glue will come out even better. So you can see where the hole is for the window. So you pick up a generous amount of yoo-hoo, and you literally just go corner to corner to corner and create a window. It's got a little bit of foam on it, but hopefully the bubbles will stop. So do the same again, nice generous amount. Can you see? Bring it a bit closer. This is quite awkward. Oh, no, it's not actually. Oh, fail, almost, so close. Ah, you get the idea. Try again. dried out too much. I need some more fresh. It doesn't take long to dry this stuff. It's very, very stringy and messy. That's the other problem with it. But I think it will create a clearer window than the PVA did. So let's try one last time. Yeah, that'll do. That's good enough for me, I think. So I'll just leave that to dry. And yeah. And we'll put the aerials on, and then on a little bit of exhaust burn on the underside of the wings, and then we're going to call that finito. So yeah, I'll bring you back once I've done that in a little while. Alright, there we go. I'm calling it now. That's good. Yeah, a bit of white for the exhaust burn on the underside, just because I remember that on the Lancaster. I looked at photographs of exhaust burn on the black. It comes out sort of a greyish white colour, so that'll do. It's got sticker bombs on. I might leave them off. Well, I don't think I'll leave them off for now, because for some reason the instructions said to paint them yellow, and that just feels wrong. So yeah, I'll get that hung up, and I'll show you once it's got pride of place on the ceiling. Yeah, see you in a minute. Right, there we go. You've properly finished the article. I was hoping to get it a bit more of a jaunty angle, but yeah. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. It would be nice if it would have hung at a bit more of an angle, but I'm not going to mess around in case I drop it. So yeah, one Handley Page Hampden 1/72 scale, affectionately known as the flying suitcase or the tadpole. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, next on the bench probably be the Hawk Hurricane I started ages ago, because I bought cheap on eBay a Revell Hawk Hurricane Mark II-C, which got 2 sets of decals in it. So yeah, probably use the decals out of that one, get that one finished, and yeah, I'll let you know when I've done that. And yeah, see you on the next one very, very soon, people. Take it easy.